Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Hey there, welcome to the College Investor Audio Show. So glad you're a part of things today. Now, I know you've been hearing about it all the time, probably since you were a little baby, Open up your own checking and savings account. But sometimes it's really hard to open up a checking and savings account. Maybe because, of a little known financial score called a banking score is hurting your chances of actually opening up an account. So here, we're going to explain what a banking score is and how you can fix it so you can open up a checking account today. What is a banking score? Never even heard of it. Now, a banking score is a consumer score created by Chex Systems that ranks how well you handle checking accounts. The score ranges from 100 to 899, with a higher score indicating that you are a lower risk customer. A banking score includes things like number of bounced checks, number of account closures, number of inquiry financial institutions have made about you, and how many check orders you've placed. If you have a history of bouncing checks or having accounts closed due to unpaid fees, your banking score may be a little bit low. Here's what you can do about it. Request a free Chex Systems report. Chex Systems is the company that records your banking history. Much like Equifax, Experian, TransUnion track your credit history, Chex System tracks your history with checking and savings accounts. You are entitled to one free report every 12 months, kind of like your credit report. You can also request a free Chex Systems consumer score, too. You can request it online. You can also mail in your request form, too. Ask your bank to waive overdue fees. So once you receive your report and your credit score, you'll be able to see what factors are making it difficult for you to open a bank account. Unpaid bank fees, bounced checks, payday loans, any unpaid debts and collections. They're going to be dragging down your banking score big time. Unfortunately, overdraft fees and bounce checks can leave many people in a vicious cycle. Rather than deal with fee after fee, ask your bank to waive them. Many banks will waive them if you specifically ask a customer service rep to forgive the fees. Getting the fees waived will not fix your credit score, but it should help you break the overdraft fee cycle. This tactic works best when you have a current banking relationship. Ask financial institutions to remove information from the Chex system. If you don't currently have a checking account, you may want to ask your formal financial institutions to remove negative information from your report. This may involve a negotiation where you pay some old fees in exchange for the bank removing the information from your Chex report. Unfortunately, most people in online forums don't report a lot of success with this here tactic. Still, it never hurts to ask. The worst thing they can do is say no. Dispute errors. If you find an error, this is huge, in your Chex Systems report, you have the right to dispute it. And it's easy to do. For most people, the easiest method for disputing errors will be to circle or highlight the errors directly on the report that Chex Systems sent to you. You can take a picture of it and upload it along with any supporting documentation to the Chex Systems dispute report link. In addition to uploading the files, provide as much detail as possible when you fill out the online dispute form. Chex Systems provides this video. There's a link at thecollegeinvestor.com that gives you more details about how to submit a dispute. If you're still kind of confused, call Chex Systems customer service. We have a number again at thecollegeinvestor.com, but if you have some paper, pen, or your little notes on your phone handy, 800-513-7125. You can find out more by calling them. Here's a big tip. Refine your habits. If you have a checking account but your bank has threatened closure, you might need to refine your checking habits. Here are a few good practices to consider. Don't float checks. Do not write a check until you have money in your bank account. Know your account balance. It's important to regularly check your account balance, even daily. It can be kind of obsessive, but still. And plan for future expenses so you don't dip below zero. build a little bit of a buffer if you can. Try to build $1,000 buffer in your checking account. Your goal is to think of $1,000 as your new zero. This buffer will protect you from all kinds of fees. Plus, it serves as a little bit of an emergency fund. Avoid payday loans. I should put an echo effect on that. Payday loans can adversely affect your banking score. Try to avoid them if at all possible. Manage credit responsibly. If you use credit cards or any other types of debt, pay these debts on time and in full each month. Stay away from that minimum. Pay it in full. That will help you build a positive credit history, which may play into your banking score. Look for second chance checking accounts. They do exist. Once you've worked through some old issues and disputed errors, it's time to work on moving your financial life forward. That means opening up a new checking account. Since a checking account is the centerpiece of your financial life, you want to get the best possible account. Look for accounts with low monthly fees or none, and minimal, or maybe even no, overdraft fees. Local credit unions may offer accounts if you qualify for membership. Ideally, you should be in a place where you can open a second chance checking account. These accounts are specifically geared towards people who have struggled with account closures in the past. Unfortunately, if you've had a really checkered history, you might not qualify to open one of these accounts. And if you can't open an account, open a prepaid debit card. If you can't open a bank account, you might end up paying a lot of unnecessary fees to operate your financial life. A prepaid debit card, like Walmart Money Card, will allow you to accept direct deposit from your employer and even deposit personal checks. With these types of cards, you'll almost always pay a reload fee or a deposit fee, but these are lower than fees you would pay when you visit check cashing outlets. Opening a prepaid debit card will not help you fix your banking score, but it might help ease some of the issues that many underbanked people face. And give it some time. This is our last tip. Give it some time and then try again. Over time, the negative impact of bounced checks and account closures eases, and your consumer banking score should improve. If you don't qualify for a checking account right now, try again in 6 months or a year. Just set up a little reminder on a calendar or something, and within a reasonable period of time, you should have the opportunity to try again, and maybe it'll work the next time. And that's all we have for today. I hope that was helpful to you today on the College Investor Audio Show. Thanks again for stopping by, and really hope this was something that you can sink your teeth into and get your financial life back on track. That's why we're here. You can find so many other resources and so many reviews on different products that you can try too to help fix your banking score. It's all at thecollegeinvestor.com. Again, thecollegeinvestor.com. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you again soon.